Hey, if you're listening to this right now, I want you to know something very simple, very quiet. You made it through today. Even if just barely. Maybe you're lying in bed, unable to move. Maybe your eyes are tired from crying. Or maybe you're staring blankly at a wall, wondering how time keeps moving when your heart feels frozen. Whatever your today looked like, I'm proud of you for surviving it. Bad days don't always come with warnings. They just show up. Like clouds rolling in on a clear sky. And before you even realize it, everything inside feels heavier, duller, a little more impossible. And sometimes, you don't even know why. You just wake up and feel tired, not just tired in your body, but in your soul. You try to keep up with the world, but every little thing feels too loud. Too sharp. Too much. You scroll through your phone, see people smiling, achieving, thriving. And all you can think is, what's wrong with me? Nothing. There is nothing wrong with you. Your sadness is not a flaw. Your exhaustion is not weakness. Your silence doesn't mean you're broken. Sometimes, being human just hurts. And it's okay to say that out loud. You don't have to minimize your pain just because someone else has it worse. You don't have to pretend you're okay just because everyone else seems fine. Right now, you don't need to fix everything. You don't need a plan. You don't need to force yourself to get over it. You just need to breathe. To exist. To let yourself be seen, even in the quiet. I know it feels like the world expects you to keep going, no matter how you're doing. But I don't expect that from you. This space doesn't. Here, you're allowed to pause. You're allowed to fall apart. You're allowed to be. Even if your life feels like it's unraveling. Even if you didn't do anything productive today. Even if you feel numb, or lost, or small. You're still worthy of love. You're still worthy of rest. You're still worthy of another beginning. Gentle beginnings don't start with fireworks. They begin in silence. In the stillness after the storm. In the softness of a breath you didn't know you were holding. So let yourself exhale. You don't have to rush toward healing. You don't have to force yourself into hope. You can just sit here. With me. For a while. This is part one of your beginning. And I'm honored to be here with you. Somewhere along the way, we've been taught that beginnings have to be bold. That to start over means to rebuild everything at once. That you have to feel ready. Brave. Strong. But the truth is, most real beginnings don't feel like beginnings at all. They feel like sitting up in bed after crying. Like washing your face in silence. Like brushing your hair after 3 days of not caring. Like replying to a message you've been avoiding, not because you want to, but because it's time. Tiny things. Soft things. Unremarkable to the outside world, but monumental for you. That is what it means to begin again, gently. You don't have to wait for the moment you feel completely healed to start moving again. You don't have to earn rest by proving your productivity. You don't have to fix everything before you're allowed to feel peace. You are allowed to begin again from exactly where you are, messy, tired, hurting, uncertain. Beginning again can look like making your bed. Or opening the curtains to let the light in. Or stepping outside to feel the breeze. Maybe it's taking a shower. Maybe it's eating something. Maybe it's just getting out of bed. Not to be perfect. Not to prove anything. Just to honor the small voice inside of you that still wants to live. That voice may feel quiet today. It may tremble when it speaks. But it's still there, and it hasn't given up on you. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where your healing needs you to be. Sometimes, we think we need some kind of epiphany to start over. But often, all we need is a moment of softness. One gentle choice. One slow breath. One kind thought. The truth is, you don't need a new version of you. You just need to come back to yourself, the version that's been there all along, waiting patiently. You've survived the darkest parts. You've endured nights you didn't think you'd make it through. You've kept going even when it felt like you were walking through fog. And that's not nothing. It means you've already started over, more times than you realize. So please, don't minimize your journey just because it doesn't look dramatic. Your healing doesn't have to be loud to be real. Your growth doesn't have to be impressive to matter. Gentle beginnings often go unnoticed by the world. But they are never invisible to the soul. And I see you. I see your strength, not in your performance, but in your persistence. I see your courage, not in your loudness, but in your quiet return to life. So maybe, just for today, let that be enough. It's okay to move slowly. In a world that measures success by speed, rushing, and endless output, choosing gentleness is an act of quiet rebellion. Choosing to listen to your pace, your breath, your own body, is powerful. Sometimes healing doesn't look like sunshine and smiles. Sometimes healing is soft, unphotogenic. It's lying still and letting your heart catch up. It's choosing silence when the noise is too much. It's whispering, "I'm not okay," and letting that be enough. If no one told you this today, you don't have to perform your progress. You don't have to impress anyone with your healing. You're not behind just because someone else is running. Your lane is yours. Your path is yours. Your timeline is not broken. You don't have to be okay to be worthy of love. You don't have to be better to be allowed to rest. You don't have to have everything figured out to take the next step. If you feel like you're falling apart, maybe this is your soul's way of making room. Maybe you're not breaking, maybe you're unfolding. Maybe the mess is part of the path. Maybe the confusion is sacred, too. Maybe right now, the kindest thing you can do is to let it be. Let the sorrow move through you. Let the questions remain unanswered. Let the pressure go. Take a walk without needing a destination. Sit by the window and just breathe. Cry if you need to. Laugh if it bubbles up. Let yourself be a human being. Not a machine. Not a performance. Just human. Even if today was heavy. Even if tomorrow is uncertain. You are still here. You are still breathing. And that means something. There is power in staying. There is courage in not giving up. There is grace in taking the smallest steps. So if all you did today was survive, if all you managed was getting through, that is enough. You are not a project. You are not broken. You are a living story, still unfolding. And just by being here, just by pressing play on this video, you've already chosen something soft, something brave, something true. So when the world feels too loud, come back to this moment, to this breath, to this space. And remember, you can begin again. You always can. And you don't have to do it alone.